a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
The house rumbled, the door flew open and green light poured out. I recognized the warm, musty smell of snakes. Mist curled into 100 smoky serpents, slithering up the porch columns, curling around the house, and then the oracle appeared in the doorway. The withered mummy shuffled forward in her rainbow dress. She looked even worse than usual, which is saying a lot. Her hair was falling out in clumps. Her leathery skin was cracking like the seat of a worn-out bus. Her glassy eyes stared blankly into space, but I got the creepiest feeling she was being drawn straight toward Rachel. Rachel held out her arms. She didn't look scared. "You've been waiting too long," Rachel said. "But I'm here now."
Welcome to Of the Oldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as a godly parent.
I'm Raye from Cabin 12.
And I'm Charlie from Cabin 13, a cabin that shall soon exist.
We're so fucking close.
Yeah, I forgot that these two things happened in this chapter. Like, I keep forgetting that we get a Rachel thing and then we get an Annabeth thing. In a few of the same chapters that's happened. Just like,
I mean, it makes sense, the way that we're setting it up.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, well,
What happened? What
I am
happened?
dumped.
Does it make sense? Is it good? Is it not?
It's a cheeky little joke. I told Rick that I was gonna let him do the puns once. I don't know about this one, Chief.
Only once?
It's purposefully misleading.
You know what? If you hadn't read it before, would you think that Annabeth and Percy were going to kiss? Would you think that was gonna
happen?
In
this chapter? Probably not. I probably wouldn't have guessed that.
There you go.
It works. I'll allow it. I simply must allow it.
But also, Rachel dumped him like a few chapters ago, so you know it's not that. Even though my brain was just like, does she dump him again or something? Is that why?
I was waiting for like a Rachel thing to happen and for it to make sense that way. No, it's just a pun. So
there we go.
Put his ass in the lake. Okay, so
that's the alternate title. Put his ass in the lake.
Yeah, sure fucking is. Okay, we take some hippocampi back to camp and we try to catch Rachel, but our crew is too late. She is already in the green smog. She almost dies, but she's fine. She gets a new job, and since she's a priestess of Apollo or something now, that means that dating is illegal. Also, she says a prophecy, but I'm sure that's not going to be relevant anytime soon.
No, never.
She gives Percy a cute blue cupcake for his birthday, and they kind of sort of talk about their feelings, and, you know, they maybe kiss or whatever, and then they get thrown in the lake, which is the most summer camp thing that has ever happened in the entire series. But also he's a son of Poseidon, so like maybe the other campers should have thought this through a little bit more.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder if they do that to all of the people who like get together at camp.
I mean, it's pretty cute.
like where's my like I don't know if I even need like a chapter or like a short story or a moment, but like, you know, like Selena and Beckendorf getting thrown into the lake. Like where's that?
Where is that? I mean, it'd be pretty cute.
It's our only other canon couple. And now they're gone. So I don't think the satyrs count. So I don't think we would see Grover and Juniper getting thrown in the lake.
Right.
See Chiron and whoever is wearing the prom dress get thrown in the lake, because that was one of the camp beads. The centaur in a prom dress. Unless the centaur is Chiron. I don't want to presume that it's not, but like,
right, it
could also have been his date to Demigod Prom.
I forget how goofy this fucking book series is sometimes.
It's good shit. How does a centaur wear a dress though? Like I feel like we gotta make some kind of like, it's gonna be shorter in the front, like, and then like goes around.
Right, yeah.
Like
Like those kind of like horse skirts that you see them like in their little like professional uniforms that are all like fancy.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so I've been watching a lot of My Little Pony recently. And there's a lot of fashion in that show, horse fashion. So I'm just like, I'm imagining the dresses that they wear, but then like that's only the bottom of it, because then there's a top part that's human. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
We figured it out. That's how a horse would wear a dress. A centaur would wear a dress.
We did it, folks. We did it. This was a question that relates to this chapter. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. In case you missed it.
But what are we talking about?
I've technically already talked about the Oracle before, but we're gonna talk about the Oracle again, but focus on the Oracle of Delphi. The very specific Oracle that may or may not be important to like this chapter. Maybe per se. So she is the Pythia. Do you know why? Do you know why she's the Pythia? Do you know this information?
No, I don't. I feel like
yeah, she's the Oracle of Apollo, like at Delphi, and or Delphi or Delphi. I've said both of these terms. I've said both. I will say both again. But yeah, that's like his holiest of places is Delphi. And so, but it's his holy place because that's where he slayed the giant monster Python. Python, not to be confused with Typhon.
Or the animal python.
Yeah, I mean, Python is basically just a dragon or a serpent of some kind, so maybe it's...
Right, I'm assuming the pythons were named after the monstrous python.
Derived from Latin. That's all. It doesn't even say if it's named after it, though. It just says where the name comes from. You're not helpful, Python genus Wikipedia page.
Maybe it's just convergent evolution. Maybe they both just came from the same spot.
I don't know. Unclear. But yeah, so she gets to be the Pythia because, like, yeah, that was, like, it's literally the spot where he defeated the giant snake. So I guess she gets to have a name that honors that fact, you know? Even though she didn't do anything. She's just, like, really cool and exists for other
What
reasons.
it says about that here is that it's called that because the place where the python was killed smells really bad from the decomposing body.
Don't worry about it. I wonder, are those the sacred vapors that she inhales or something?
That all comes together. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, like, I know that's like a thing about, like, you know, oracles and like seers from Greece and Rome, is that they would like inhale vapors or what have you.
Yeah, you inhale the vapors, they get you high, and then you say some shit.
Yeah, and I'm just like, are they inhaling the decomposing, horrific smell of this giant snake dragon thing? Is that it?
I mean, as an explanation, that certainly works. In real life, isn't it like
I would use that personally.
Volcanic, like, gases or some bullshit?
Well, according to Doctor Who, yes, it is. But also, in those volcanoes are aliens.
Well.
That's an episode we gotta watch at some point for the bonus show. Yeah, The Fires of Pompeii. It's very good.
Sorry, I was looking for if there was anything about the vapors in the page. And there is a little part about fumes and vapors.
Oh my god,
It might have been the spring waters from flowing under the temple. And it has been suggested that the vapors may have been hallucinogenic gases. And yeah, other similar explanations. Also, maybe a burning tripod. But all of this is speculation as far as I can tell.
Okay, here we go. This is not fun stuff, but it's about the whole like who gets to be the Pythia. So in the old days, she's a young girl, a virgin, and then some dude does some shit to her.
No!
Yeah, we don't know. So then, yeah, after that, we get, ladies who are 50, who dress as young girls. I'm sorry, is this my mother at Comic-Con?
I'm so lost and confused. What's happening?
That's what it says here. It's like a woman older than 50 years old was chosen, and she dressed to resemble a young maiden girl. All right, okay. Again, it's my mother dressing up as Boo from Monsters Inc. Right? Or like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service.
I don't know if those are exactly the vibes.
I think this is like a 1-to-1 scenario, personally. Okay, how was she chosen? Natives of Delphi. Had a sober life. It'd be of good character. Oh, okay. Some were married, but then they had to like leave their family and just like stop all of that. Just no more. None of that. Once you become Oracle. So just like if you get the job, I guess. You just gotta be like, well, fuck you. I'm not coming back. Bye, children. Bye, husband.
So you're saying that Rachel can't go to Clarion Academy? She has to live in a weird cave forever.
I mean, it does say ceased all family responsibilities. So,
right,
like,
yeah.
she doesn't owe anything to her dad.
Yeah.
And she also doesn't have to even acknowledge that they're her family anymore. So.
I mean, this sounds like a win-win, TBH.
Also, what does that say about May Castellan? Who had just had a son?
Who just had a kid, yeah.
Before trying to assume the role of the Pythia?
Yeah. No, it seems like maybe the standards have changed a little bit, which means that I think that the virgin requirement is a little silly at this point, but you can let them fuck Apollo. It's how is this a problem for you?
I mean, no. Once you become Oracle, then you can only fuck Apollo.
God damn it.
Right?
I mean...
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You are the priestess of Apollo, god of prophecy. What else are you supposed to do all day? You fuck Apollo, so he gives you the knowledge.
See, that seems a little coercive.
You get high with him, and he tells you some shit.
That seems a little coercive, but also, fucking, that would slap.
Bye, husband. Bye, family. I'm going to fuck Apollo.
That's what I do now.
It's my job. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm so busy.
I get to go out and get high with a god. Don't worry about it.
I'm looking at some of the procedures. There's a goat sacrifice involved. I'm excited that the priestess is supposed to wear a purple veil over her face. Because in the chapter, Apollo's like, we'll get you a nice, like, purple curtain. And I'm like, oh, it feels like we have, like, some continuity here.
Specifically purple. Ooh,
yeah.
Interesting. Regal. We love that.
Expensive.
Time to draw, like, Rachel with a purple veil, like, looking like super dramatic. We stand. Okay. There's this like section here, experience of supplicants. People who are sent to ask the Oracle for advice, to seek counsel. They go on journeys, a 4-step journey. They go to Delphi. They prepare to visit the Oracle. They visit the Oracle, and then they go home.
I mean, that seems pretty self-explanatory to me.
I'm just like, that's why is that a 4-step process? Okay, I think the people who made this like have my anxiety and my ADHD about like going when you go to do a thing for the day, you know, and like.
And you're like, there's so many steps involved in making coffee. You gotta put the beans in the thing and the water in the thing. You gotta press the button and then you gotta wait.
Like, this is the day that I'm going to CVS to go pick up a prescription. And like, you know, like you gotta do like so many different things before you can get there.
You're like, that's my whole day right there.
Like,
yeah.
Literally, that's your whole day. Anyway, only people who are neurodivergent like us can understand this.
The preparation step is a little interesting because you get an interview and apparently they sort out genuine cases from like, I don't know, people who are like weird. I don't know who you would turn away in like what the standards are for like if your question's good enough to ask the Oracle.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to know who she's turning away. People who don't need their question answered. Like, nah, you're good. You're fine. Like, go home. Okay, but I made the check here. No, just go home.
Right? That would suck so fucking bad.
Terrible. Awful. Hey, guess what? I've actually been to the temple the Temple of Apollo.
Oh shit, that's so fucking cool.
It is very cool, man. It's pretty. I love me some ruins. I mean, yeah, who doesn't?
You didn't get some cool vapors that gave you visions? Nothing?
I did not get high while I was there. Sad to say.
Unfortunate.
I just still love the fact that she gets to bear the name though of like the giant snake dragon thing.
Yeah, it's very good.
We love that. Amazing. I feel like why doesn't she get to like? I feel like she should have beat it up though. Like, I mean, she doesn't have to have beat it up to get the name, but I'm just like, but now I want to see like Apollo be like, oh, I'm scared, and then he can't beat it up, and instead his priestess does, and that's how she gets the name. You know, I'm just saying, or like just some random girl, and then he's just like, wow, you're gonna be my priestess. I'm gonna call you the Pythia or whatever because you defeated this.
That's very cute.
Anyway, this is your like retelling of myths section with Charlie. This is how I would do it. Just because I think that'd be fun, you know. All right, let's talk about this chapter. I am dumped. You know what's so funny? You know what is so funny? So, hey yo, I'm seeing someone. She called me after work, and I was like, I have to read this chapter. She's like, okay, I'll read a book while you read it, and we were just on call. I was like, look what the chapter's called.
That's cute. That's very cute. You just read books together? Oh my god.
Yeah, we read books together. I'm really gay, okay? Leave me alone.
That's adorable.
So, nobody steals Percy Jackson Pegasus. Percy Jackson's Pegasus.
Not even Rachel.
not even our girl, Rachel Elizabeth Dare.
I love Percy and Rachel's relationship. He's like, I think she's cool. I'm vaguely scared of her. We're best friends. But also she can't have my Pegasus.
That's him and Annabeth. Although I think Percy would just let Annabeth have the Pegasus.
I don't know.
I think he would.
That's his Pegasus.
I don't know. I think they're just slightly different. Just slightly. Yeah, so Percy knows the entire time, as I've established with my foreshadowing, that he just knows exactly what Rachel is going to do here. And so he's terrified.
Yeah, he does not feel very good about it.
So everything is back to life in New York. There's traffic again. So they gotta find a way to get back to camp fast. And Annabeth is busy being like, the dragon that guards the fleece is gonna eat her.
And Percy's like, shit, I didn't even think about that. But our girl Rachel's a fucking thinker, and that's why she took a Pegasus, because she can just fly over.
We love that. I want to know, like, but she can't have flown over it though, because it's like a big dome is what I imagine, and that's why rain can't get in.
Well,
right?
That's what it was with Talia's tree, but now it's the fleece, and we have a physical protector. I don't know if there's still a barrier.
I thought it was still a barrier. I thought
is it? I don't
made it worse, like made it stronger. I thought the fleece was just making it even stronger than it was before.
I do not remember because I'm like, you're immortal. Can you get in there? Apparently, yes.
I mean, Chiron did invite her.
This is true.
So does that count for like the whatever rules there are?
But that seems silly, or else wouldn't somebody have let Percy's mom in the first book?
No, because they didn't really speak to her directly about that.
Yeah, she wasn't like there before. Like nobody knew that they were going to be chased down by a Minotaur specifically.
Yeah.
But like still, I feel like somebody should have let her in.
I mean, you're right. I feel like the only person who could have, though, in that moment was Grover, who was unconscious. Or like Percy, but he didn't know what the fuck was happening. But I think that like an invitation from Chiron or Mr. D could, like, you know,
override
bypass whatever it is.
I
don't know either, but I don't think she flew over whatever it is, because I thought
she just flew over the dragon. I was assuming that there was no barrier because somehow she got in.
You're right. I was thinking about the barrier. The dragon, she just flew over the dragon, so the dragon didn't bother her. Or maybe the dragon like thought she was nice. It was like, wow, I like her hair. You can go in, whatever. Yeah, Percy's literally like the magical boundaries or whatever. I'm just like, imagine though if the force field had worked the way it usually seems to with like Sally or whoever.
Blackjack
just
goes
like-
through and she just splats on it.
Yeah, she just like falls right off Blackjack's back.
Just like every time
plummet
fucking Danny
down.
Phantom hits a ghost shield.
Yes! No, that's how I imagine.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like when you're in Camp Half-Blood. It's a ghost shield, except everyone...
It's the opposite of a ghost shield,
it's the
only
opposite of a ghost
non-humans.
shield. It's a human shield, you know?
Yeah.
Also, doesn't the ghost shield, doesn't it, like, when he's human, can't he still go through the ghost shield? Like, right?
Yes, he can.
I think that's so funny, and it doesn't make sense.
No,
The fact
it works for me. Because in my brain, okay, so in Danny Phantom, there's like one episode where they call him a halfa and say that he's half ghost, half human, but like, I don't know that that's like scientifically correct. So,
I mean, I guess you could say, I'm gonna talk about Danny Phantom, but like the fact that like you can use the whatever clause or whatever, like there are several hijink moments where they do in fact split human Danny
yes,
from Ghost Danny.
From Ghost Danny.
So are they different people? Did they actually just clone Danny?
My understanding of the situation in my personal brain is that Danny is like Jesus Christ. He is fully ghost and fully human.
He is 200%.
So when Danny's in human mode, he is a human who just so happens to also have a ghost part of him. So he can access ghost powers, but he's not actually a ghost. He's a human. And then when he's a ghost, not a human. You know what I mean?
God, why can't demigods work like this?
That would be pretty fun if, like, they had, like, a form where they can only be hurt by mortal weapons and then a form where they can only be hurt by, immortal weapons, celestial bronze.
That's how it seems like within, like, the Hercules myth, where he, you know, ascends to godhood, where I'm just like, that's literally what you did, bro. Like... You just, like, shed the human form, and you're just, like, only God.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what happened with, Dan Phantom.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure
wrong.
That's not his name. They never call him that. That's a fandom thing.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you
They
sure?
never call him Dan in canon.
I feel like that's a lie.
Sorry.
I hate you.
Okay, let's talk about Percy.
No. Okay, so, I think I said last chapter that I thought that was the last time we'd see Nico. No, he's here. He's here. We love him.
Yeah, thank goodness.
This is the last time we probably see him.
We'll see. Maybe he's in the next chapter too.
Maybe he's in the finale. I'm not sure.
Can you believe this is the penultimate chapter? Fucked up.
Amazing. But my boy is so tired. He can't summon a dog bone, let alone a skeletal horse.
My poor boy. That's such a funny line.
Why are you still awake? Go to bed.
He's busy.
No, he's not.
He's a good boy, and he's worried about Rachel. Do Nico and Rachel even know each other? Apparently, well enough.
Once. They met one time, right? Because they flew out of the labyrinth together, and I think that was the only time they met.
Yeah,
At
maybe
least
they
that
had
we
a
know
good
of.
conversation. Anyways, Nico's my sweet boy, and he loves to help.
You know what? Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going back on my thoughts. They're both besties with Hestia. So clearly, she introduced Rachel to the goodest boy, and she was just like, "Hey, this is my other bestie. You guys should hang out."
They should. Where's my Nico Rachel friendship?
Listen, she's got, like, I don't know, rainbows of colors because she's just, like, constantly drawing on herself and painting things. And then he's just, like, the goth.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there you go. Golden Retriever and goth energy. Except she's not a golden retriever whatsoever. That's a Tumblr girly. They're both Tumblr girlies!
Oh, yeah.
She introduces him to Tumblr.
Aww.
She's just like, Nico, you would love this site. Okay. I'm sorry. So we go, how does Percy ever travel? We go to water. The river still looks like shit, but he tried. They find, Rainbow and a couple other hippocampi.
Rainbow
Rainbow's
Mrs.
really sad.
Tyson. Very sweet.
He's a big general now, so, like, he's busy. I'm sorry.
But Percy is sure that he will still bring rainbow apples.
That's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're super fast. They get to camp just in time to see, like, the big shenanigans.
Yeah. There's green light shooting out the windows of the big house. It's probably fine. Magical mist swirling around. Blackjack's like, don't blame me. This ain't my fault.
The weird girl made me do it. Yeah, she is a weird girl. She's weird. Have you ever seen her without that freaking hat on?
Kind of girl you only call by her full name. You know? It'd be like that.
Like, literally, right here, Rachel Elizabeth Dare stood at the bottom of the porch steps. Like, bruh.
I fucking love that for her. She's so cool.
Like, sometimes you get Rachel, but it's never Rachel Dare. It's always Rachel Elizabeth Dare.
Yeah, and it's not like if Annabeth was standing somewhere weird, we'd be like Annabeth Chase. You know, it'd just be Annabeth. It's Rachel Elizabeth Dare, my fucking girl.
This is how she introduced herself. So it is the proper name.
It's so iconic to me.
Yeah, so how'd she get past the barriers? Like
Okay, yeah, it says here she flew right past the dragon, right through the magical boundaries. There are magical boundaries, they just did not care. She's just that cool.
I think it's the fact that Chiron talked to her and he literally says, I invited her here.
Mm-hmm.
So Percy's mad because he's like, Chiron, I told you not to. And Chiron's like, I invited her.
He's like, I changed my mind. I think it's a good idea now. And Percy's like, are you fucking serious?
It's only valid because Rachel had a vision about the whole curse on the Oracle by Hades. She thinks it's lifted.
Fucked up that nobody gave May Castellan a vision that the curse was super not lifted.
I don't think anyone gave her a vision of that. I think she was just like, I have the pure sight and like I really still want to be involved in the godly world even if Hermes leaves me. I want to like have this connection to like my son and all of that shit. I'll go be the Oracle.
I guess if she'd been having visions before, then she would have known that she couldn't be the Oracle, but if she'd been having visions, then she would have been destined to be the Oracle, so it's kind of a catch-22, so she can't have any visions.
So yeah, Percy is just like, what? But what if the curse isn't lifted? You don't know that, bro. You came here with your new bestie, Nico D'Angelo. What was the curse about? Hades and Nico not being accepted.
Oh, yeah. It was like, once my children are allowed in your camp, and Nico's right fucking there. There we go. Good job.
Literally, once they're allowed in the camp, and hey, guess what? Percy was like, we're building some cabins. We're gonna build a 13th cabin. It'll be for Hades. Did you know that?
He just fixed that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we love it. So what does Percy do? He like runs right towards her because like what else is he gonna do? She's
in the middle of a magic ritual. Percy do not give a shit. He's like, come on now, girl.
He cares about his friends. Listen, this feels like a magical girl moment, and he's like the tuxedo mask. He's just like, no, wait, I have to help you. I have to save you. You can't do shit about this, dude. I mean, you know, most of the time he doesn't actually do anything. But, you know, if he tried to, chances are he wouldn't be able to do shit anyway. So it doesn't matter. Percy is a tuxedo mask. To Annabeth Sailor Moon.
I mean, if Tuxedo Mask actually had his own shit going on. He doesn't, though. I'm sorry.
No, he doesn't. He's a male wife. Are we not wrong?
No, he literally is.
Okay. So yeah, Percy is like literally like we were saying with the boundary. He's just like thrown back on his like back on the ground. Yeah, he's not allowed to go any closer to her. That's it. And she's not looking great. Things are happening.
There's smoke snakes, and then the Oracle shows up. She's kind of disintegrating, and Rachel says, "You've waited too long, but I'm here now," which I think is very sweet. Like, she gets to release her soul.
Yeah.
And then Apollo's here, which seems like a good sign for this to work out.
Yeah. The sun blazed more brightly, and then, like, he's there. The fact that he's wearing a toga and sunglasses.
Very iconic frat boy.
Amazing.
Frat boy chic.
Exactly. I mean, he is. So she has the gift of prophecy, but it's also a curse. Ooh. She accepts the risks, and then she does the thing. This is like some Hunter of Artemis shit, like Bianca's oath to Artemis, literally right here. Like, I accept this role. I pledge myself to Apollo, god of oracles. I open my eyes to the future and embrace the past. I accept the spirit of Delphi, voice of the gods, speaker of riddles, seer of fate. It's, yeah.
She's made an oath. It's her job now. It's her whole thing.
She's a cleric
got a
now,
spirit in
guys.
her.
She's a cleric. Okay, we did it. Yeah, but I do love the fact that the smoke is like a python. Hey, snaky snake, and now the smoke clears.
Oh,
she's collapsed.
Now that we've read your Wikipedia page, I know why the smoke turned into a huge python and then curled affectionately around Rachel's feet. It's 'cause, yeah, wow. Sorry, I was just like processing that whole time.
Okay. That's why I said, I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
You were like saying it and I was reading it at the same time, and then it like clicked in my brain. Okay. When I saw the word python.
It's okay. You're a thembo. I love you. Yeah, so she's collapsed on the ground. This is the most delicate thing. It could work or it couldn't. And then Apollo's gotta be like 5 syllables. That would be real bad.
If the spirit doesn't take hold.
Yeah.
Apparently she is almost dying. That's what Nico says. Like, her life aura faded almost completely. But she's fine.
Well, she accepted a new spirit into her, so, you know.
Are you saying she's extra alive now? Double?
I'm saying, she fused. You know?
With a big snake.
She did fuse with a big snake. But the fact that Nico's like, I could see you dying, that...
Yeah.
We love
That's sure
that.
something.
It's also terrifying. God, I love Hades' powers. Creepy yet fun.
Nico and Danny Phantom should be friends. Where's my crossover?
Why are you just now figuring this out? Like, obviously they should be friends. Obviously. He summons Danny with McDonald's. Like, right? Yeah? This is how that happens. And then Danny brings him to what's it called? The Nasty Burger. Because that's a great fast food chain name.
Remember, nasty is only 1 letter away from tasty.
That is such a terrible line. God.
So Apollo introduces Rachel as the new Oracle of Delphi, and Annabeth says, "You're kidding." And I'm like, girl, what did you think was happening? But, I mean, she also needed that long to process.
Annabeth, why are you still here if you're still making these quips now? Like, we're over it now. Okay, so, she's already getting visions, and then, what happened? What happened here?
7 half-bloods shall answer the call. To storm or fire, the world must fall. An oath to keep with final breath. And foes bear arms to the doors of death. It's fucking happening, let's fucking go!
Okay, so who did not remember, who did not know this prophecy by heart? Like as a person who read these books, I want to know listeners who didn't know, because this was one of the things. I mean, the last great prophecy, yes, but also this one's even shorter. So
it is.
It's short, it's sweet, obviously gonna know it.
I definitely used to know it. I didn't until we read it just now. It wasn't still in my brain as a complete thing. So me, I guess.
Well, I know it for reasons. So that's the next great prophecy, my dudes. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Won't happen in your lifetime. The last time we had a great prophecy, it took 50 years or so. Not 50, 80 years or so for it to come to pass.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Whatever. Yeah.
Rachel doesn't even remember it, which is interesting, but apparently normally she'll be fine, and that just happens every once in a while, so
Yeah. I wonder, I really want to know, if she does, the thing that the other Oracle did, where she would, write out, all the work, the prophecy, and then have that in a necklace. Yes, there was some, cultural appropriation going on with that Oracle, but I'm just, I like the idea of, having the prophecy on you, you know? And being hey, this is the great prophecy. I spoke it into existence.
Yeah, pretty important. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, my words are not
pretty fucked up. I might be involved in the world ending.
Yeah. Anyway, Percy's like, that didn't sound good. And Apollo's like, nope, it didn't. She's gonna be great.
She's a great oracle already. I love her.
Don't we love this girl? And now she's really not like other girls.
She's not, and I'm so proud of her.
Listen, she's the manic pixie dream girl who, like, had her own arc, and got her own shit.
She's got shit going on, and I'm proud of her.
We love that. So Percy's like, I'm happy for you. And she's like, it's my destiny. Cool.
I always worry about that sort of thing. Seems a little fatalistic, but it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're built for that sort of thing where you can just, like, go by the winds of fate, then that's good, I guess.
Listen, they live in a mythical world, where the gods are real, so, like, and fate is real, so...
I just find it more inspiring personally when people in stories fight fate.
Yeah.
So I always worry about people when they're like, this is my fate. So
you know what? I know they're old ladies, but I don't really want to fight them. I think they're kind of terrifying, so... Yeah.
I mean, I want to get on their good side and, like, make them give me, like, some leniency. You know, get in with the girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Start a knitting club. Old people fucking love it when you join their knitting clubs, so...
Amazing. And then you learn how to be the fourth fate.
Yeah, I see no downsides.
So yeah, we gotta figure out where she's gonna go. She's still gonna go to the academy or whatever. She's gonna be a normal kid, and then during her summers, maybe, I guess, she gets to come to Camp Halflet
and live in a cave in the hills, and like a totally decked out pad with a game room and a home theater system, says Apollo.
I mean, she has the money.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Why not?
I mean, Apollo seems like a chill patron to have. If you've gotta, like,
if he's gonna
rely on one of the gods. Yeah.
If he's gonna provide for me, I see no downside right now.
Sorry, I'm just imagining Rachel and Apollo just, like, hanging out, eating popcorn, watching, like, chick flicks.
I mean, yeah, let's do it. I feel like, see, he's gonna be the one crying, and she's not. She's gonna be the one eating popcorn, and he's, like, sobbing into his popcorn.
And she's like, there, buddy.
Yep. It's great. It's good shit. Yeah. So, don't we love how this ends, though? Where Rachel kisses Percy on the cheek. She's like, I don't have to tell the future to tell you what to do now, do I?
And he's like, no.
He's like, oh, right, I have a different girl to go talk to.
It's too bad that, in order to solve this love triangle, we literally have to take one of the girls off the dating market entirely. I feel like people should just be able to talk about these things, but,
I feel like
it's fine.
The characters should be allowed to be poly, so we can solve the love triangle. I
mean, that's always ideal, but...
Listen, virgin just means unmarried. So, remember how people were dead? Yeah, those people are still dead, so we have to have a funeral, in the middle of this chapter.
Yes.
Fun emotions.
It's fine. Selena has a hot pink shroud, and, no one mentions that she was a spy for the other side. We've declared that she's a hero, and the secret burned to ashes along with the designer perfume smoke. Love that for her.
Both Ares and Aphrodite cabins are like, yeah, she's awesome.
That's our fucking girl.
That's our girl.
I mean, she was our fucking girl.
And I guess we did find Ethan's puddle of a body because he's
oh god. At least we burned a shroud for him.
We did. He's got a cool logo. It's like he's got a black shroud with a logo of swords crossed under a set of scales.
Yes, sweet.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Grover and Juniper are reunited.
Yeah. Everybody claps. It's very cute. And they go for a nice walk. Nico is sitting at the main table with Chiron and Mr. D, since he doesn't have a table yet.
Yeah. You know what they should have had here? They should have had, like, a bunch of random kids in the Hermes cabin get claimed.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That would have been nice to, like, see it start working.
I feel like that really would have sold the end of like this book to me. If you just see that in action. Just a couple people, you know. Unless all the unclaimed kids died. You never know. Fun times. So, yeah. They had fun. They had a sing-along. And then he's sitting on a bench, and Annabeth comes over. Happy birthday. Oh my god, guess what? It's been Percy's birthday this whole time. Did you know that?
Literally for war.
For how many chapters has it been his birthday?
Oh god. It can't be that many. We've had a bunch of days going by.
I mean, yes, but...
Okay, he woke up when the Dracon came by. So, I don't know if he was sleeping during the day or during the night.
I feel like the Dracon was a different day, but I could be wrong. I'm going through this so slowly. It could all be different days.
Okay, they go up to the thrones, and Percy calls his dad, and then they go back out to the street. So it's I don't think it's a different day. I think chapter 16 is when we start Percy's birthday.
Fun birthday. Selena died. Clarice went into a barbarian rage. They killed Luke.
Yeah.
He talked to his dad.
Yeah.
He got a hug from his dad.
He got a hug from his dad on his birthday. That's good for him.
He saw that his parents were alive, and he saw Paul with the sword. So
it's been a busy fucking day.
It has been a really busy day for him. So yeah, August 18th. Hey, that's the day before my birthday.
Aw.
We're almost twins. So yeah. Who made this cupcake? Tyson. Did they just make one cupcake?
Yeah, I don't know how, but
how do you make a single cupcake?
A single huge cupcake. Like, what kind of like pan do you use to do that?
I'm very confused. And how many ingredients? Like that's gotta be a different measuring stuff. It's hard. I don't know, man. So they eat the blue cupcake together, and we flirting.
The first thing that Annabeth says is that Rachel is the oracle, so she won't be dating anybody. And it's like, oh, okay, I see. I see how it is.
Disappointed, huh?
And she's like, oh, I don't care. And it's like, come on, Annabeth.
Yeah. Hey, Percy kind of says like, when I was becoming invulnerable, I had to think of something to keep me staying mortal. And then he talks about the immortal thing with like the gods, how they wanted to make him a god. I
love this conversation. I love how he never quite says it, but it's so clearly there. It's cute to me. That's my favorite kind of character communication where it's right there, but you just never quite say it.
He thinks he knows.
And he's like, I was thinking, and then he like doesn't say that I was thinking about you. And she says, anyone in particular? And he says, you're laughing at me. I am not. I don't know. That's just so fucking cute to me.
The banter! We stand. So she's never gonna make things easy for him. And then, hey look, they kissed. And he's right there, eavesdropping. It's Clarice and the rest of camp.
I love that this is Clarice. It's delightful.
The only people named are Clarice and Connor Stoll. So the campers carry them off. They're dumped into the lake. Percy makes a giant air bubble so that way they don't have to come up. They can just keep making out underwater. The best underwater kiss.
This scene has stuck in my brain for forever. Like, that shit is so fucking romantic to me.
And then we still have one more chapter? Why?
I was gonna say, I like that this is not the ending of the book. I wouldn't want it to be. It's always kind of bothered me that the very last scene in Avatar is Aang and Katara kissing. Like, it puts this amount of, like, importance on romance. Romance does make a very nice bookend, but I don't like...
It's not the point of the story.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you, like, make it feel like that is the gratification?
Yeah, I like that we're gonna get a little something else that maybe ties in a little better. But, this is such a perfect capstone on their relationship. It's so good.
a capstone on their relationship. What do you mean? It's only just started.
I mean, true. It's only just beginning.
Good shit, man. Wow. Only one more chapter, and then we're done with this book. How you feeling, bro?
It's fucking wild. We it's a whole book series. Can you even believe that shit?
I don't know. Can you? Can I? Man. Well, do you have some things to plug? Like a media per se?
We rewatched Holes recently. If you haven't seen Holes, I think if you haven't seen or read Holes, I would recommend either. Holes is one of the best book-to-film adaptations that exists in the world, I think. They really did capture, like, the feeling and the very intricate, like, tied together different timelines and plot lines, and, like, making that all come together so satisfyingly at the end. Yeah, Holes with Shia LaBeouf. Really good.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
We love that.
How about you? You got a media?
I got a media. So, it's hard for me to watch new media, but sometimes it does happen. I finally listened to a friend's recommendation, and I watched all of Hilda.
Oh, good! I never finished the last season of Hilda, but it's very, very charming.
Cute. It's so good. It's okay. Like literally every episode, I was just like, wow, this is giving me like this vibe and this vibe and this vibe. Just like this feels kind of Gravity Falls. It feels kind of Owl House. It feels kind of Over the Garden Wall. And I'm just like, that's not a bad thing.
It's not. Like, and I also think that Hilda is very unique. Like, as much as it is like related to all those things, like I can't think of anything else that's quite like it.
Yeah. But like with the amount of stuff that involves trolls in the show, I do feel the need to like draw some crossover fan art with troll hunters. Also, like, if there are fanfics that cross these things over, I need them. Like, I need them. Like, okay. The only way that I will accept the ending of the Troll Hunters movie, where he goes back in time, so literally nothing actually matters in the entire series, is if because he doesn't even like choose to be the Troll Hunter again. He's just like, somebody else can have it.
Damn.
The only way that would make sense to me is if Hilda's the next Troll Hunter. So that's just me.
Maybe you need to write a fanfic.
I do need to write a fanfic. Do I have the time for that? No. Yeah.
I guess that's it. You want to release this from this mortal coil?
I don't know. Do I have to? I feel like this is the shortest episode we've recorded when it's just the two of us. I feel like our episodes are even so long when it's just you and me.
These last few episodes have all been, these last few chapters are all pretty short. Honestly, we could have done these last two together, like the next one's even shorter.
It's fine. We'll have a guest on.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Next episode. We love it. We stand. Yeah, I guess get out of my fucking cabin. We're still doing renovations. Did you not realize this? Come on.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Like,
well, I thought I could help. Like,
no.
You don't want me in your cabin?
No, you gotta go like throw those lovebirds down over in the lake.
Okay.
In the lake.
Fuck
like,
yeah, I'm on it.
God, like Percy and Annabeth finally got together. Are you?
Hell yeah!
Can you believe it? It's only been how many years at this point?
Right,
God.
Of course.
Yeah. We'll bye.
Bye. Thanks to Matt for supporting us all this time. You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr, and at Of the Eldest Gods on Twitter. You can send us an iris message through oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about episodes and anything Percy Jackson related. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology. No promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can find me, Raye, at HeyHeyRaye, spelled R-A-Y-E, on Twitter. If you want to hear more from me, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
And you can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms, but on Twitter I'm at GreenPixie123, which I'm totally not salty about. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. I sometimes do the YouTube thing on my channel, Charlie Mac. That's M-A-C-K. Our music was written by Isabel Strauss-Riggs and recorded and edited by Ian M. Riggs. You can find Izzy at Kane_I, that's I as in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast. Of the Oldest Gods is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Super Scary, a love letter to superheroes, sci-fi, and horror movies, hosted by Josh.
Do you love to be super scared? Do you enjoy listening to hilarious hot takes on timeless classics? Well, fear not, listeners. I'm here! Welcome to the Super Scary Podcast, where we cover everything from the supernatural to the superpowered. I'm your host, Josh, a scaredy cat nerd who enjoys superhero, sci-fi, and horror movies way too much. Whether I'm processing my trauma from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or reminiscing on the nostalgia of Hocus Pocus, my guest and I have a hilarious time going through our favorite and sometimes not so favorite moments. I'm your friend till the end, listeners, because everyone's entitled to one super scary podcast. We post weekly episodes on Mondays, and you can find us at Super Scary Podcast on all the socials. See you in the afterlife, listeners.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
Well, I guess it's just us. I guess we gotta start the pod.
Do you feel so alone?
I feel so alone. But, I've got you, so I shouldn't feel alone.
God damn! Roast my ass!
But, you're, my second half, so, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You and me, we're one. We're one being now. We have fused into Of the Eldest Gods.
Two halves of the same podcast.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
You get it. You get me.
Deus Ex Media.